Primitive magic prevents me from opening a portal.
Alright, here we are in the Hel part of this stage. And so, let's see, only proper to play Thor here. There's Hela's castle. Nice looking place.
Queen of Hel has many powers, rodent. Helping others is not one of them.
Ah, I knocked him back too far.
Great punishment in their time here.
And one thing you'll notice is that his attacks are lightning charged after I use his ability that sprays lightning. He can't pick up any other elements, which, thank goodness, it wouldn't be right to have Thor charged with anything other than lightning. But he is able to charge himself with lightning. And that does add damage as well as crowd control, because you can paralyze the enemies with shock, and then, like I said, you also get a damage bonus from it. So it's a win-win. Alright, we got a couple of treasure boxes here. Oops. You want to avoid the green stuff, obviously.
Insurmountable danger lurks around every turn in this
Okay, I think that the treasure is right up ahead. You'll notice those guys were paralyzed as soon as I charged through them, and they took all critical damage past that point. So here's where the treasure box is in this area, by the way. It's right up here on this little shelf on the left hand side of the screen. Right back here. Got a Hydra box. Just to clue you in on what's going on here. Alright, so we got the first treasure box gone. These things do terrific damage, by the way. It does stink walking really slow with them, but hey, you know. Yeah, probably shouldn't have tried to walk through the little skinny area right there. It's just not worthwhile.
I hope that yours is significantly more pleasant.
You know what? Let's just heal up a little bit here. So here's where that damage, your EX heal that we got out of AES, that's where that just really comes in nice. I was about half health. Popped an EX attack right there, right back to full. Just from a couple of fairly strong enemies. And then, of course, I can walk in this green stuff like I'm doing, and I'll be right back where I started. I don't know why he just threw his hammer into that wall, but I'm sure he had a good reason for it. Alright, right here we get a nice group of enemies. We gotta take them out before we can progress. I tried to get them kind of gathered together and then hit them with some decent synergy damage. And if possible, stay out of the green stuff. I'm not doing a very good job of it myself, but you know.
And if my hammer has its way, Those walls will soon be crushed to rubble.
You can see I've about got Thor dead again. I'll be very happy when I'm able to EX with him again. Or when I cross a level divide. Actually, I can EX with him right now. Let's get some enemies around him. We'll see how much we heal from these little guys. Hey, look at that. We've got about 3/4 of a health bar left. And once again, that's why we'll say that that is the biggest game changer in AES, because there's nothing else that lets you heal in the middle of a level. And I would be, you know, I'm down on health again, so you know I would be dead by now had I not had that heal.
Be proud, my fallen brothers. You fought well.
So just here in that last little bit, there's been a couple of times that I've healed from EX, and you can see his EX meter is about halfway full again, so I am going to switch to Wolverine for this part. Yeah, I'm hoping I can kill one or two of these guys. Just trying to avoid a little bit of the damage in the green stuff there. Alright, we'll switch to Hulk. And wreck those guys and revive my buddy Wolverine, which it looks like that's the last revive I've got there. But it's not a big deal. I feel confident we'll get through here without a game over. We'll use the ever agile Hulk here. Oh. You want to avoid the yellow circles, obviously. They do pretty decent amount of damage. So you probably want to stay away from the edges of the screen as much as possible. If you're in the middle, at least you can see the things coming. I'm going to try to get out here. Hopefully I will get a decent group of enemies that I can ult and get some heals off of them. Hey, there they are. Look at that, full health. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah, now that we wrecked those guys with Hulk, we still got a little guy left here. Let's see, who's left out here? There must be somebody left somewhere. Guess we gotta kill this guy. There we go. No problem. On our way to Hela's castle. Got one of these nice blue circles right here. So we have our revives reset. We got our health full, our energy full. I guess I should talk to Valkyrie. I don't know if it's actually necessary or not. Yeah, I don't think it matters.
The gates of Castle Hela have opened themselves to us.
Then into the jaws of the dragon we go.
I'm not crazy about the visuals of this level, as far as the everything green, but it's not terribly long, so it's not too bad. I think it would get old if you were here for very long, but they kept it short. Well, that was... Oh, come on now, Thor. Did I really tell you to do that? Maybe I did. You know what? I love Hulk in this section right here. First, let's just get all these guys and send them over there. No sense in killing them when we can just throw them off a cliff, right? Alright, then these big guys right here. I'll just charge him to death. Yeah, that guy's not that dangerous, so for him, I'll probably just bite him, use him to get some of my energy back, so I can kill the next fire guy more easily. Alright, so we're all topped off on energy now. We've got a treasure crate down here we need to open up. We've got that. Alright, we got a dragon here. We'll jump off and we'll take care of him in a moment. Alright, we got these guys thrown off. So obviously there's a lot going on right here. We want to get these guys gone as soon as we can. They are just ugly. All these fire-breathing things, they just do nasty damage. And I may just get out here in the middle of them and ult. Use my EX attack. Do a little bit of damage to them. Get rid of him. And get down here and get rid of this guy. You can see Hulk is just he's a monster in these little confined spaces like this. Till he gets knocked off. It's fine. And there we go. Those guys are all defeated. And it was a piece of cake. And I think we got all the chests through there. So there was a couple of them. We have this chest up ahead right here. Gonna need to use a synergy to get that out of there. And it looks like Hulk and Star-Lord will get that out for us. I'm actually curious if I got every chest out of there. I think I did, though.
The throne room lies ahead. Prepare thy words if thou desirest, warriors. I shall prepare my sword, just in case.
Hela's throne room. It's very green. Really uncomfortable looking chair. Here we got Surtur. Cannot skip the Surtur scene. So all we got to do right here is stagger Surtur. So I like to use Hulk for that. You know, you can just wail away on him. You can charge him with Hulk. You can see I've almost got him staggered already. We got him stunned, and the first little bit of damage you do, you go to a cutscene. So that is my suggestion for Surtur Stage 1. So now we are at Surtur Stage 2. I don't know if we got a refill on energy or not. It'd be really cool if we did. No, we did not. So, you know, we do have to do a little energy maintenance here. Use some basic attacks with Hulk to charge up his charge. There, we about got his charge charged back up. So I'd like to charge him, get him staggered, and then after that, I would like, well, there we go, we're going to EX him. I'll use the charge for damage later.
Come then, Surtur. If it is Ragnarok thou bringest, let us burn together.
You know what they say, team. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Alright, so we got a ton of damage on Surtur there.
It's now.
And we're just going to charge him with Hulk. See what we can get done here. Got most of that stagger bar gone already. I messed that up, but it doesn't matter. See, we got almost all the stagger bar gone at this point. And there's his stagger. Let's just get to Star-Lord. We can put a synergized tornado on him. Actually, let's do one more of those. And that will finish him. It's a pretty easy fight
This vixen Hela is still at large. We must
once you
take
know
counsel
how to
with
handle
all
him.
other.
And if you didn't have Hulk to do the charging, then obviously you just use your best stagger moves back against him and try to avoid the damage that comes out.
Heads up, soldiers. Artillery coming in hot from above.
I walked right into that one. Sometimes this is easier, sometimes it's harder. But at the end of the day, you're not going to have a hard time getting through there, really. Okay, so this is where Star-Lord shines. I mean, it's just what he does.
And as long as the city still stands, we'll
There we
stand
go.
with it.
So now we got like 2 guys in here. 4 guy.
Dare lay siege to the realm eternal? We must journey to the palace
Yeah,
at
we're in
once.
Asgard. Let's give Thor a little bit of love here.
Too many noble souls are bound for Valhalla this day.
They did a great job decorating this place. I like all the Hydra banners they got too. When these guys take over, they don't mess around. They start decorating immediately.
He has brought allies from Midgard. The
concealed from within. We must retake the gates.
I know that's what I'd do if I took over Asgard. Alright, we got our big Odin statue in here.
Asgard, even under siege, it is a glory to behold.
So it's only proper that the big Odin statue has a treasure chest behind it. And we'll get that when we get back there. Now, when you're playing through on superior difficulty, there is a really nice XP crystal back there. And I say it's really nice. It's really nice early game. Later in the game, you will find better things, but when you pick it up, it is nice for the place that you're at. So here's this treasure chest. Just the back side of the statue. We've got that. Don't underestimate Thor's lightning move. It does pretty decent damage, but a big thing that it does is it generally gets a paralyze on the enemy, which means that everyone else's skills are going to crit. Also, your lightning's going to start critting. And it also gives a nice window for other characters to perform synergy attacks, because the whole time that's going on, any kind of bash or I think charge or slam is going to be a synergy effect with that. So there's several skills actually that synergize with that. Iwakitude has this fantastic spreadsheet, just a small sheet, but it tells you all the synergy reactions. I think it's on Reddit if you search for it there. It's also on Discord in the guides section. And I think on Discord it's Reddit where it's MAU3 instead of MUA3. I think one of the names was already taken or something. I can't remember. There's a story behind it. There's a reason it's named the wrong name. There's some good information on there.
Let's show these mortals the will of the gods!
Alright, one gate further into Asgard here. I think this is the last section that we go into. They've built a really nice gate on top of the original gate that we have no way to get through.
Fear that Hydra's barricade has blocked our way of entry. But there are other ways into the palace.
As you can see, Thor can tear it up with the best of them. Really fun little section right there. Okay, so here we are. You know, can't get through the gate. Thor can't fly over that because it's just over his ceiling. He can't go that high. But lucky for us, there is a hole in the wall over here.
When I was a boy, I used these tunnels to flee the palace and escape my father's wrath.
We will be lucky to escape them with our lives.
Nice decoration in here. We have a synergy wall right here on the left, so we need a slam and a lightning. So we could actually use Thor and Hulk. We'll do that. So we need a lightning skill and a slam. And it gets us right in here where we can get our box. Cool, we've got our box. When you come out right here, you want to turn to the right, because when you go to the right, you have got a rift. We're going to interact with this. We'll jump right back out. And speaking of which, let's check our level. It recommends level 36, and we are all level 35. That's close enough. We won't worry about it for right now. That's not going to be a deal breaker.
Sons of Asgard have joined Hydra in their pursuits. This unholy alliance
Oh, just out of reach. That's okay. Now, obviously, if you run rifts, you're going to be higher level. This is going to be easier. So this is kind of worst case scenario right here. Not quite worst case, because I am using most of the experience items that we get as we go through the game. And if you're not going to run rifts as you go through the game, I do strongly suggest you use your XP items, because you need to be at the level roughly that it suggests at the bottom of the screen. If you're very far off from that, you're going to find that you're not doing enough damage to be effective in the level. As you can tell, I mean, it's taken me several hits to drop these trash mobs. We let out some assistance here.
Battle will require every ally we can muster. When the time comes, noble warriors, Asgard will need its thou to stand and fight for her honor.
Yeah, Hulk knocked him out of the way. Just tinker you on, Hulk. Now we got these guys. Love some big enemies there. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, yes, there is a treasure box back here. So once you open those doors, don't forget to go back and get that. We got us a cosmic XP cube. We'll be using that shortly to get a few levels on our guys, because we're starting to fall behind the recommended level for the game. Don't want to get behind that. Just makes it painfully slow to progress. Okay, keep going straight ahead. There's this real obvious treasure chest down here. Don't want to pass that up. We're going to need Star-Lord and either Wolverine or Hulk to get this open. So let's see. We'll take Hulk over here and Star-Lord over here, and we'll see if they can't manage to open that without messing up. And they do. We got some orange eye, so let's just see what that is real quick while we're here, because I would love to have something better on our man Star-Lord here. No, it's just a ice to the combo finisher. That's at least better than what he's got on. We'll go with that. I'll let Thor do the talking here.
I've not been a very good brother, Thor. Let me change that.
Are you kidding? You let Loki out of his cell? No
You
way.
know.
Traitors walking free on our watch.
Oh, the things I do for you more. More days. One day of heroics should atone for centuries of evil.
Yeah, we got these big guys here. Let's get Thor all lit up and yeah, jump through there. Get him staggered and spray him with some lightning. really is a good character. So many good characters in this game. I think they did a fairly good job with skills. I mean, you know, I've got my complaints, but I do think that the characters all have their own identity in this game. I don't ever feel like I'm playing the same character again when I play a different one. And with 40 some odd characters, I think that takes a little bit of effort to create that sense. Don't get me wrong, I mean, you do see some abilities that repeat, but they do a pretty good job at mixing it up so that it doesn't feel the same when you're playing the character. There's usually different details to the characters as well. So in this treasure room, there is a box up here on this shelf. So we want to get this box. We got an ability orb out of that. We will eventually need that ability orb. So that's something I haven't mentioned. If you're watching this, then be aware that you need every single ability orb in the game in order to level up the entire roster's abilities. So if you're going to level every character all the way and max out all their skills, there is exactly enough ability orbs in the game to do that. Not too many, not too little. It's exactly what you need. No more, no less. Yeah, alright, I'm going to switch to Wolverine just because I like his the way he handles a little bit better. Even with that being the case, I may look like an absolute moron in a moment, and I apologize if I do. I'm not the best at this laser stuff. I mean, I try to, you know, not be completely stupid, but sometimes I fail. Alright, let's see. I've already got a few guys back here. I need a bash and a shock. I think Thor was... What are you doing over here, Thor? Get back over here. They're really fascinated with that minor enemy up there. They just can't stand that he's up there. It's driving them nuts. Okay, thank you, Hulk. Alright, we got back here. Like a cat chasing a laser beam. Thor, brother, why are you still in this room back here? Just got stuck behind a door and couldn't get out. Now Hulk's back there. Come on, buddy. You can do it. I know you can do it. Alright. Now that we got Hulk sorted out, he would have eventually teleported to us if we just left him behind. Alright, we got a really, what I think is a pretty cool section kind of up here. I like these rooms full of stagger bar enemies. I always look forward to them. And this one gives you options. You have explosives in the room, so you can either go pick stuff up to take care of them, or you can go more of a traditional route and just beat the daylights out of them. Just, you know, you got options here. I like options. They generally drop orbs as you're fighting, so you can use your abilities a lot. Got more guys showing up as you defeat the first batch. Now, they do have fairly decent attack damage, just be aware of that. If you're not over leveled, these guys do hit decently hard. So you may want to use some of this stuff that you can throw. It certainly doesn't hurt. It's easy damage. Getting fairly low on health with Thor here, so let's just do this. Hey, look, we're full again. Like I said, don't neglect the AES that heals on ult. It is a game changer. It makes the game so much easier if you've got that. Alright, we took all these guys out. Fun little battle right there. And if you'll notice, we've almost got Thor's EX meter back full. So you can actually use your EX attacks a lot more than I do and clear these rooms a lot faster than when I'm clearing them. But, you know, I tend to nurse the EX the EX abilities a little bit more than necessary. I'm always saving them for some disaster that never happens. Alright, just like any other boss, you know, we got Red Skull here. You want to avoid the red smoke. That's pretty obvious. He's got his stagger bar, but he's got the dividing bar in his health that tells us he's got a multi-stage attack. So we've got him past his bar now. You can see he's rainbow colored. So what we want to do, we want to kill some of these trash mobs, alright? And once we kill one of these guys, he's going to lose his little rainbow shield at some point. And I was actually thinking about another part of the attack, but it may be killing the trash mobs that gets rid of the rainbow shield. I'm not sure. Later on, we're going to want to kill trash mobs to pick up a buff, and we haven't quite got there yet. So yeah, we just want to do damage. You know what? Let's just blow him up as much as we can. We're going to be using a lot of skills. We'll probably get charged right back up. You know, we're making good progress here. He's all rainbow colored again. Don't bother attacking him while he's rainbow. You're not going to kill him. Avoid the beam. Alright. Then Hulk took him out while we were off doing something else. Yeah, Hydra even already redecorated this room. They love to redecorate. So we got the Destroyer here with Red Skull's soul inside. it's a fairly easy fight as long as you know the mechanics. Okay, this is where you see all these minor enemies here. What we're going to want to do is simply kill these guys. Okay, once you kill them, you get these little sparkly bits here. Pick one of those up and you get rainbow colored yourself. Once you're rainbow colored, you are ready to do work. Alright, so that's time to get in there and start putting damage on the destroyer. If your rainbow goes away, then you just need to kill a minor mob again and pick up their little sparkly thing they drop. Alright, so I am sparkly again. I can go back to work on the destroyer. We actually have EX attacks available, so let's just go to work with those.
This armor is only as strong as the soul that resides within.
If the skull's inside that armor, we can't afford to lose. Now I've seen enough giant metal death machines to last me a lifetime.
And you see Wolverine does some pretty nice work there. Yeah, I'll get back onto Thor since this is his level really. Alright, got a nice charge on him there. We've almost got our EXs charged back up. And I'll actually see if I can't manage to get an EX finish. Here we go. I lost my sparkle. Alright, I got my sparkle back. There we go. Destroyer down. We got our first rainbow ISO from that. So it's really nice there. Okay, so here's the thing. Do not talk to Odin yet, okay? I mean, you're talking to him, but he's got the exclamation point over his head. Don't talk to him. There's boxes in this room. You want the boxes. If you talk to him, you leave the room. So destroy the boxes first. Get the stuff. And he's just going to stand here and watch while you completely trash his throne room and all his supplies. You know, your bad son. You just wrecked all his stuff and stole all his goods. And now that you've done that, we can talk to him.
I fear the time.
Alright. And that is Asgard. Next chapter is Nowhere. See you guys there.